Hey guys, I wanted to show you two quick POCs. First one is embedding external tools such as Veda UI or GHG custom interface inside Drupal without iframe, and second one is of MDXEdtior embedded inside Drupal. Reason for that is, as you know, GHGC is moving to Drupal platform, and we have API object to link to that as well. So that's the first reason, and the reason to show you MDXEdtior inside Drupal is because we wanted to make GHG Center team aware of MDXEdtior capability, as well as we want to try out MDXEdtior inside other CMSs as well, just to see how that all goes. Limitations in this POC before I show you. So I just want to tell you that there are CSS issues. The CSS of Drupal and with the UI or GHG customers are conflicting. So I didn't get enough time to resolve those. So the demo, some things looks unpolished. So please, if you can ignore that. But the important part of figuring out the npm build process inside Drupal PHP module, that is figured out, so that's a good thing. So I will show you three modules, custom modules. The first one, I will show you the MDXEdtior as a Drupal field plugin, and then I will show you the UI module, and then lastly I will show you the GHG custom, one of the GHG custom interface module. So I was planning to do this in 20 minutes. So I thought this is going to be very quick. It took me almost 2 days because there are some build. I had to do some trial and error of different npm packages and get that inside Drupal. So, and then some CSS to figure out and the connection. So it took almost 2 days. So let's go to demo. So before I show you MDXEdtior inside Drupal, I wanted to remind you of a previous demo that I posted on this channel. Here I had MDXEdtior inside the with the Next.js app, and if you remember, there was also a map component which was developed and which allow you to actually add a weather map component inside MDXEdtior. So, and then if you remember, I in the later part I mentioned that that MDXEdtior can also be we want to try that getting as a editor inside, let's say, Strappy here. And then I also mentioned that we could try out this inside other CMSs like Drupal or WordPress. So that's one of the motivation behind is see can that be now inserted inside Drupal. So since I was already playing with Drupal for GHG Center, I thought let's try that out. So that's one of the motivation here. So let me go back to the Drupal interface. So now we are inside Drupal. I have added one of the articles already, but let me show you how that was done, and then we'll talk more. So I have that one article added here. So if I now go and click add article, you see here I have MDXEdtior as a replacement to the existing Drupal rich text editor. So I can add like a code blocks, other components. I don't have that map component I showed you in the video, so I didn't go and add that here. But since that was shown that it's possible to add a custom component inside MDXEdtior, it would be also possible here. Of course, some more work probably needed inside Drupal. So I have this article already. So if I go and edit this article, you would see that I have some of the text here, visificator is here, and then I have the custom components that comes by default, like a code editor. So let's say some code I want to explain, and then the table here, table component. Now if I if I save that and if I go, then it does, I can see that here. So let me refresh the CSS sometimes issue. So it does render all the MDX correctly. So what's happening here, there is a MDX renderer, which when you load a story, for example this story, that MDXEdtior is rendering those components here. And then there's some issue with the table header here. I had to figure that out. It's most likely that plugin is not that component is not enabled on renderer, but other things are working here. The default markup is getting converted. So that's the demo of MDXEdtior. Alright, before I show you demo of with the UI module, I'd like to mention that I have a setting page inside Drupal where I can configure those environment variables. So I had to do some little bit changes in the code to read it from Drupal. Once we have those properly set, we can go to this dashboard. Now as I mentioned, the CSS are kind of messed up, so it looks very ugly here, but I do have one of the data set showing up in this data set selector. So I can select that and I can add it to map, and you can actually see it does actually load up here properly. So one good thing actually here is this is embedded inside without iframe. So this component just instantiated directly inside this page, and then the header and footer are not coming, which is very good thing. That means GHGC can have their own header and footer, or anybody can have whatever their header and footer, and then this all just inside. And this actually I got this as a install as a package, the node module that is published. So hopefully that build process, if you can just rebuild it, it would fetch the latest packages, and then we should be able to have like a proper CDCI pipeline for GHG center, so that they can pull the latest changes if they decide to embed this as like without iframe. So this is working, this connection is working here, which is very good. So yeah, so that's all about getting with the UI Explorer component inside. Let's now move on to the last demo, getting the custom interface. And I got one of the init, I think, custom app inside. So this is the demo. So this is also again without using iframe. So I had to do some changes so that it can map from Drupal. It can read all those these points and things. So I had to do some custom things there. But it's all inside Drupal now, and then again that process can be we can have a proper CDCI pipeline for this. This also works, so the functionality works here properly. So yeah, so those are 3 demos. Just please ignore all the CSS issues and such, but this demonstrate 3 key things: getting with the UI, getting the custom interfaces, as well as MDXEdtior inside Drupal. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show. Thank you guys for watching.